We're outside the Bolingbroke Hospital where the Neighbourhood Schools Campaign are here campaigning for a new school on this site. And I'm first going to talk to Katie, who's the spokesperson for the campaign, and is going to tell us why this is a good site for a new school.
If we just look up the road from here, we can see two primary schools, two of the biggest schools probably in London. And from those schools, the children, when they leave in Year 6, go to 49 different secondary schools, and we don't think that's right for our children and for the continuation of our community. And this site is absolutely perfect. It's perfect size. It's right opposite Wandsworth Common, which would be perfect playing fields. So we'd like to turn into a school.
Thank you, Katie. And John DeMaria just behind, who started the ball rolling a year or so ago. John, tell us why you started this campaign.
We think there isn't a secondary school around. We started the campaign because there's a wonderful opportunity to do something fantastic with this building. We have primary schools that could bring all abilities, all levels into it. And we have a community school, a keystone of the community that could do something wonderful to educate our kids across all abilities.
Very well put. Ron, let's have Ron, who's runs the Common Ground Cafe on Wandsworth Common. I'm sure everybody knows it. Excellent coffee, but he's also a cornerstone of this campaign. Ron.
Hi, I mean, a part of the thing is really choice here. I mean, we have very little choice of secondary school, if any choice at all. Wandsworth has the lowest records for getting choice of being able to get into a good secondary school, and that's what the parents around here want. We want to be able to go to a great secondary school, and it'll be cornerstone of the neighbourhood, which is really important. And keeping this building as a community building is really critical to us in the campaign. We want to remain a community building, number one priority being a secondary school.
Absolutely, and the figures there Ron's referring to came out last week. Only 48% of parents in Wandsworth get their first choice when they get their offers at the beginning of March, and that is the lowest in London. Now, Simon, just if you'd like to come into the picture here, Simon, you're a local parent and you've got involved in the campaign in a big way. Just tell us why you feel so strongly about it.
There are 7 square miles of a vacuum in the middle of our neighbourhood that doesn't have a school. So we're not against a school, we're not campaigning against a plan, we're just saying there's a vacuum that needs to be filled. And here behind us we've got a hospital that was built over 100 years ago through local people's donations. So we're just saying that we've got a vacuum that needs filling, and here's a public asset that should stay in public use.
Absolutely. And Katie?
There's not much else to say really other than, you know, it is a community building, and we would like to give it back to the community, and that may not just be for secondary school parents, but the elderly, university of the third age, who wanted to remain in the community, for the people in the community, not just those people in the secondary school years ages, but everybody in the community. So it benefits the elderly as well as the young.
Now we must also have Kate in the picture, because Kate is already a veteran of the Clapham Junction Action Group campaign about the towers in Clapham Junction, which she personally fought off, and is now giving her considerable campaigning skills to this campaign. Kate?
Well, it's nice to be actually campaigning in favour of something rather than against an abomination at Clapham Junction Station. But this is a really unique opportunity, a fantastic opportunity to make a great public use out of this building, and use it not just for the school children who come from this very large area where there are many, many children and a very high growth rate, but also for the community, for the provision of health facilities, for the provision of adult learning. It would be an absolutely fantastic thing to have in our community, and so much better than yet more flats. So please, everyone get behind.
And we must also have a word from Patrizia, because one of the strands of this campaign is there are so many people in this area who are either French or Spanish or Italian, and they are a part of the community. They want their children educated in an English school, but they also want an international dimension to it. So Pat, as an Italian, why did you get involved in the campaign?
Because I come from a country where you just go to the local school. You don't have to, you just choose your local school and you go with your friends, whereas here it seems that, you have to travel far. You have to, for the last 2 years of primary school of your children education, you have to coach them so that they can get a place at the secondary schools. For me, it's just, I just want to send my child with his friends to somewhere local.
Lovely, thank you very much. And last but not least, Lily, would you like to say a few words here? Lily O'Farrell's father campaigned when she was still in primary school for a an academy in Lambeth, and they won the campaign, and the school was built, and Lily went to the school, and she said at a public meeting about how much she enjoyed the fact that she had a school right on her doorstep. So Lily, maybe as the part of the success story, give people a bit of hope about how you can campaign for a school and get one.
Well, there's always more places needed, and I think it's a brilliant site because also there's a bus stop straight outside, and down the road there's more primary schools, and I mean, it's always great to have a school that's so local, so that you don't have to travel far to meet your friends outside of school as well, and to see your local teachers in the street and stuff. It's brilliant. So I think there's always needs to be more places, and there's plenty of children that would love to come to a school like this, that if it was a school, obviously. And remember, if you want to know more information, go to the website, which is
theNSC.net. You can join the petition online and join 1,500 people who've already supported us. The more the better.